Why electric cars prices are set to fall. In the United Kingdom, the landscape of the used automobile market is undergoing a shift for the better. An important topic of conversation at the beginning of this year was the rate of expansion of the market for used electric cars. The supply of used electric vehicles climbed by 174% year-on-year, ultimately coming out ahead of demand, which increased by 6% year-on-year. In the end, the market for used cars in the United Kingdom has experienced significant growth in 2023 as a result of the rise in demand, which has led to an increase in sales. This article seeks to get an understanding of the relationship between lowering car prices and increased sales, as well as the implications of this phenomenon for the electric car market as a whole and the role that wage sacrifice plays in this context. How come the prices of electric cars are going down? In response to this question, there is not a single answer. Rather, there are multiple moving pieces. The influx of supply, the financing and leasing periods of brand new electric cars that were purchased 3 years or more ago have now come to an end, which has led to an increase in supply during the past several months. The demand from customers for used electric cars is considerable. Nevertheless, it is not able to keep up with the increase in the number of available vehicles. There is a significant improvement in the quality of electric cars that were leased 3 years or more ago. One Tesla that is registered in 2019 may, for instance, have a range of up to 300 miles on a single charge. Concern over older batteries. As a result of the ongoing advancements in battery technology, consumers are left wondering whether an electric vehicle with an older battery will initially cost less money, but will end up costing them more money in the long run. In light of this, buyers are beginning to consider the expense of purchasing new electric automobiles, which in comparison to older vehicles can travel further on a single charge. In addition, the majority of the general population is not aware of the characteristics that should be considered when purchasing a second-hand electric vehicle. A significant number of electric vehicles are outfitted with diagnostic instruments that offer information regarding the state of the battery. The price of electric cars is still going down. The hefty premium that electric automobiles have, which can occasionally reach as high as £10,000 in comparison to their gasoline or diesel equivalents, frequently makes the percent reduction in value appear to be even more significant. On the other hand, it is essential to keep in mind that the residual value of electric cars is still questionable. What is the current price of a used electric vehicle? In many respects, the used electric vehicle market is currently making electric automobiles more accessible to a larger variety of consumers, particularly those consumer groups for whom this alternative did not appear to be available in the past. In his remark, Mike Hawes, an executive with the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders SMT, acknowledged this fact. He said, "It is wonderful to see a revitalized new car sector supporting demand for used cars." He went on to say, "This will enable more people to drive Zero at a price point that is suitable for them." Pre-owned electric vehicles are in high demand, but this need is contingent on maintaining a buoyant new car market and on the provision of charging infrastructure that is both accessible and reliable. What kind of impact are used electric cars having on the market right now? As a rising number of buyers choose to purchase fossil fuel cars that are cheaper than earlier iterations of electric vehicle EV technology, the used car market in Europe is not functioning up to expectations. 18% of all new registrations in Germany in 2022 were battery electric vehicles (BEVs), which are also known as electric vehicles. On the other hand, it is projected that sales of new electric vehicles will decrease after the German government abruptly stopped incentives for electric vehicles in December. This decision was made as a result of talks about the Climate and Transformation Fund, which resulted in the elimination of $60 billion from the fund's budget. The prices of electric vehicles (EVs) dropped by 33% in the United States of America last year. Concerns have been raised as a result of the fact that Hertz, a large car rental company, is now selling 20,000 electric vehicles. This is especially concerning given that the company had once intended to purchase 65,000 Polestars during those 5 years. As a result of the believed lower costs of maintenance, Hertz is now planning to replace these electric vehicles with gasoline and diesel-powered automobiles. Should you invest in a used electric vehicle? You need to think about whether or not an electric automobile will be suitable for you and the way you live your life. What you need to keep in mind is the typical distance that you go in a single day. You will need an electric vehicle that has a long range if you are going to be traveling a significant distance every day, which will have an impact on the choice of electric vehicle that you make. Ways to charge your electric vehicle. The capacity to charge your vehicle is of the utmost significance and an essential factor that must be taken into consideration. Are you able to provide parking either off-street or on-street? Would you like to have a charger installed in your home? In such case, does the place of employment or other locations that you usually visit offer charging stations? The health of the battery is the most significant component of an electric vehicle, and it must be in good shape. Because of this, charging speed, range, and performance may all be impacted. This is of utmost significance when purchasing a pre-owned electric vehicle. Operating expenses. It is important to take into consideration the cost of operating your electric vehicle and how that may compare to diesel or other fuel choices. According to Automotive, the typical driver would spend £20 per month on power with a home charger and an average electric vehicle. This would be the case if the driver traveled 60 miles per day. You may buy a used electric automobile instead of sacrificing your paycheck for a brand new one. Depreciation of value. Because the residual values of the majority of new electric cars remain unknown, leasing an electric vehicle appears to be the most prudent choice at present. It is believed that electric cars lose 60% of their initial worth after the first 3 years of ownership when they are used at a mileage of 10,000 miles per year, as stated by Motorway. Additionally, it is important to point out that this value is superior to the depreciation of gasoline and diesel. During the process of leasing an electric vehicle through salary sacrifice, the cost of depreciation is incorporated into the monthly payments. This ensures that you do not run the risk of the vehicle's value decreasing over time. Depreciation, on the other hand, is not known for some of the more recent models. Unreasonable mileage. Most of the time, the value of your vehicle will decrease if you own it and drive it for a greater number of kilometers than you anticipated. You are normally required to make payments to the leasing company for any additional distance driven beyond what was initially agreed upon in the terms of the lease agreement when you are renting an automobile. Also, this holds for automobiles that run on gasoline or diesel. Most leasing firms impose a fee for exceeding the allotted miles. Capacity for adaptability and rapid technological advancement. Electric cars are undergoing rapid transformation. When you reach the end of your lease, leasing provides you with the option to take advantage of the most recent technological advancements that are accessible. Leasing also allows you to have flexibility. Alternatively, you can switch cars with ease, which is something that is not possible when you possess an electric vehicle. Potential for early termination. If you decide to return your electric vehicle before the conclusion of the lease, the worst-case situation is that you will be required to pay an early termination fee. The complete risk protection package that we offer at the electric car scheme ensures that businesses are fully protected from the very beginning. This eliminates any concerns that workers may have regarding early termination fees and other unanticipated expenditures that are linked with electric car salary sacrifice schemes. More information regarding our complete risk protection is available to you. On the other hand, if you own the car, you will be required to sell it, and you run the chance of receiving a sum that is lower than the amount that you initially paid for the vehicle. A complete risk protection package, the best pricing on electric cars that are currently available, and all of this at no cost to the employer, are all things that we provide here at the electric car scheme. You might save your employees between 30 and 60% on the purchase of any electric vehicle as a business perk by deducting the cost from their wages before taxes. If businesses are interested in learning more about the salary sacrifice program, they can visit our website. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe. See you later.